So today we are going to start new topic called as asymptotic notation. How many types of asymptotic notations are there? Three types of asymptotic notation. First is big O, omega and theta. Big O notation, the equation is f of n is less than or equal to c into g of n. And the how to write big O notation equation, how to write big O notation, we can write in terms of f of n and g of n like this. F of n is equals to big O of g of n. Fine. Next is omega notation. It is called as the lower bound notation. It is called as the upper bound notation, and theta is called as the tight bound notation. Fine. So what is the equation for omega? That is called as the lower bound equation. F of n is greater than or equal to c into g of n. And how to write the notation using the notation equation? F of n is equals to omega into g of n. Fine. And what is the theta? Theta is called as the tight bound notation. So how to write tight bound notation equation? C1 f of n lies in between the c1 g of n and c2 g of n. That's why c1 of g of n is less than or equal to f of n, and f of n is less than or equal to c2 of g of n. Fine. So how to write theta notation? F of n is equals to theta of g of n. Fine. So we have to use this asymptotic notation equation to solve the numerical. Fine. So we'll refer this these formulas into our while solving our example. Fine. So 2n plus 5 is our example. So what is the equation that is given to us? F of n. F of n is equals to 2n plus 5. F of n is equals to the 2n plus 5. Fine. So first of all we have to know what is the value of what is the value of g of n. Fine. So to calculate the value of g of n, because we know f of n and we came to know c and g of n. Fine. So we first of all calculate the value of g of n. So remember, always we have to take the value of g of n for n higher term, n higher power. Fine. So what is the higher power of n? N is 1. N to the power 1 is the highest power of 1 n in this equation. Fine. So we are getting here n here. Fine. Then we have to calculate all the three bounds, that is upper bound, lower bound and tight bound. Fine. So we have to divide this into the three part. 2n plus 5, then here it is upper bound, here it is lower bound, next it is tight bound, and next it is upper bound. Fine. So what can be the value of c into g of n? Fine. So here we have to take the first term of the equation for the calculation of lower bound. So 2n. Again for the upper bound we have to take the first value of the equation, that is again 2n. Fine. And then for the upper bound we have to add 1 to calculate the value of upper bound. Fine. So to add 1 we will get here 3n. Fine. So this is lower bound 2n, tight bound 2n, and upper bound it is again 3n. How it is? Because we will add here for the upper bound we have to add here 1 in the first value of n, that is 2n plus 1n, that is it becomes 3n. Fine. So here we have to first calculate big O notation, that is called as the upper bound. It is big O. Fine. So we have to write first of all what is the value of f of n. F of n it is 2n plus 5. What is the value of g of n? G of n it is n. Fine. And what is the equation for big O notation? F of n is less than or equal to c into g of n. Fine. So here what is the value of f of n? Compare here, 2n plus 5 less than equal to till now we are not knowing the value of c. Fine. So we are knowing f of n and g of n. So g of n it is c into n. Fine. So we have to know what is the value of c for here. So for upper bound what is the value of c? It is c into g of n. It is c into g of n. So compare here, what is the value of c? It is 3. So 2n plus 5 is less than or equal to 3n. Fine. So we have to calculate value of n until unless we are getting the equation as true one. Fine. So we'll put consequent values of n, next consequent values of n, and so on here until unless the equation becomes true. Fine. So for this we have to calculate first value of n, that is n is equals to 1, and put in the equation. So we will get here 7 is less than or equal to 3 into 1, that is 3. Fine. So is this equation is true? No. So it is false. Fine. So and again next consequent value of n is equals to 2. So while after putting n is equals to 2, we will get here 9. Fine. So here after putting n is equals to 2 in 3n, we will get here 6. Is 9 less than 6? No. False again. Next, n is equals to 3 here. After putting n is equals to 3 here, we will get 11. So is 11 is less than or equal to, we will here get 9. Fine. So it is again false. For n is equals to, again next consequent value of n is 4. So after putting n is equals to 4 in 2n plus 5, what we will get? We will get 13. It is less than or equal to 4 into 3, that is 12. 13 is less than 12? No, it is false again. Fine. So what is next consequent value? N is equals to 5. N is equals to 5. Fine. So after putting n is equals to 5 in the equation, we will get here 15. And here 3n, we will get here 53, that is 15. So at least one condition is true here, that is 15 is equals to 15. It is not less than, but after putting n is equals to 6, we will get again true values. We will get again true values. Fine. That's why for n is greater than or equal to 5, the condition becomes true. Fine. The condition becomes true. So how to write for this asymptotic notation formula? Fine. For this one. So here I am again writing n is equals to 5. I am getting here 15 is less than or equal to 15. The condition becomes true here. Fine. So what is the equation for BGO? BGO, it is f of n is equals to theta. BGO f of n is equals to BGO of g of n. Fine. So f of n is equals to BGO of g of n. Fine. So what is the value of f of n? 2n plus 5 is equals to BGO, it is. Fine. So g of n, it is n. Fine. But for what value of n? For what is the breaking point that I am getting here true? N is greater than or equals to 5. And what is the value of c here? C is equals to 3. Fine. So 2n plus 5 is equals to BGO of n, but for n is greater than or equals to 5 and c is equals to 3 here. Fine. So we can solve the numerical like this for the BGO one. Fine. Then we have to calculate the second asymptotic notation, that is called as the lower bound. That is called as the lower bound. Fine. So what is, again I am writing here, what is the value of f of n? F of n here, it is 2n plus 5. What is the value of g of n? G of n, it is n. And then what is the value of c here? What is the value of c here for the lower bound? It is 2, because it is c into g of n. So what is g of n? G of n, it is n. And what is the value of c? It is 2 here. Fine. So I am writing the lower bound notation. Lower bound notation is given as omega is equals to, that is omega. Fine. And f of n is greater than or equal to c into g of n. So I am writing here f of n is greater than or equals to c into g of n. So what is the value of f of n? 2n plus 5. Value of g of n, it is n. And value of c I don't know till now. Fine. So 2 of n plus 5. What is the value of c? C, it is 2 here. 2 into n. Fine. Again I have to compute these values until unless I am getting the true values for the n. Fine. So here I am rewriting here 2n plus 5 greater than or equals to 2n. Fine. So here for n is equals to 1. For n is equals to 1. I am putting n is equals to 1. I am getting here 7 greater than or equals to 2. Is it the case that 7 is greater than or equal to 2? Yes, the one of the condition is true. That's why I am getting for the first iteration that value is true here. Fine. So I am getting the solution for this. That's why I am writing the lower bound notation, that is f of n is equals to omega of g of n. Fine. So f of n is equals to omega of g of n. Omega of g of n, it is n. So what is the value of f of n? 2n plus 5 is equals to omega of g of n, it is n. And what is the value of n? N is greater than or equals to 1. And what is the value of c? C, it is here 2. Fine. So this is the solution for the lower bound. Fine. Now I have to calculate next bound called as the tight bound. So we'll solve it. Tight bound. Third bound, it is tight bound. Fine. So what is the value of f of n? I am writing again. See, f of n, it is 2n plus 5. Value of g of n, it is 2n. Value of g of n, it is n. Fine. And what is the value of c for the lower bound? Value of c, it is 2 here. Fine. So I have to calculate the equation according to the equation. So what is the equation for theta notation? C1 into g of n. C1 into g of n is less than or equals to f of n is less than or equal to C2 into g of n. Fine. So what is the value of C1? C1, it is 2. Value of C2. C2, it is upper bound. It is lower bound. So a tight bound lies in between the upper bound and the lower bound. So what is the value of C2? C2, it is 3 here. So fine. So I am getting here 2n is less than or equal to f of n, it is 2n plus 5 is less than or equal to 3n. Fine. So here for the first iteration n is equals to 1. I have to calculate the values. For first iteration n is equals to 1. Fine. So how I will get it? 2n. Fine. So I am getting here 2 less than or equals to 7 and less than or equals to 3. So is this condition is true? 2 is less than 7. Less than or equals to 7. Yes, it is true, but 7 is not less than or equals to 3. That's why the two conditions doesn't return me the true. Fine. That's why it is false. So for next n is equals to 2. For n is equals to 2, what I will get? I will get here 2n is equals to 4. So it is less than or equals to 9. It is less than or equals to 6. So whether 4 is less than or equal to 9? Yes. But is 9 is less than or equals to 6? No. That's why again I am writing here false. Why I am writing here false? Because both of the conditions must be true. Both of the conditions must be true. Fine. So one of the condition I am here returning here, it is false. That's why I am writing here the false. So n is equals to, again for n is equals to 3. N is equals to 3, I will get here 6 is less than or equal to 2n plus 5. I am getting here 11. It is less than or equals to 9. Fine. 3 into 3, it is 9. That's why is 6 less than or less than 11? Yes. Is 11 less than 9? No. Again I am getting here false. Fine. So for n is equals to 4, I will write here for n is equals to 4. 2 into 4, that is 8 is less than or equals to 13. 2n plus 5, I am returning here the 13 and less than or equals to, here I will get 12. So again compare it. 8 is less than or equals to 13. Yes, but 13 is not less than or equals to 12. That's why again here I am getting answer as false. So for the next iteration n is equals to 5. So I am here getting 5 into 2, that is 10 is less than or equals to 15. Again less than or equals to 15. And it is 5 into 3. Again 2n plus 5, that is 5 and I am getting 15. So here 10 is less than or equals to 15. Yes, and 15 is equals to 15. That is one of the condition is true. That's why I am getting here true. Fine. So how to write this n is greater than or equals to 5. How to write this? We have to write using this theta notation, that is f of n is equals to the theta of g of n. Fine. So f of n, it is 2n plus 5 is equals to the theta of g of n. Theta of g of n, it is n. For n is greater than or equals to 5 and value of c1 it is 2 and value of c2 it is 3. Fine. So this is the solution for this numerical, that is we have to find out all the three notations answer and we can write it down using this notations. Fine. So now in the next video again we will solve the more examples of asymptotic notation. Thank you.